Just to be clear why I'm making this video before I hit the sack, I'll need to rest. It's a declaration and a clarification, a declaration and also another invocation. And I'm going to share with you first why it has to be done. This has nothing to do with opinion or anything else. It's declaration, clarifying, and invocation, invoking, using the magical power that the voice box is. It's a magic box that calls into being so-called realities. Being the longest reigning monarch, something just happened there. Being the longest reigning monarch has its benefits besides belonging to royalty and having access to limitless wealth and luxuries. Monarchical life has proved to be full of strict rules, most of them very old-fashioned, that reflect an exemplary life for the people. Also, it represents responsibilities for the institution of the crown, the capital C, such as diplomatic and political events. Although in recent years, the Queen's influence in the public life of the United Kingdom has diminished considerably, so they say. Nevertheless, Queen Elizabeth II is still a beloved figure among the people of England, and though there have been several attempts to dissolve the monarchy, her popularity remains intact, especially when events such as royal weddings become a popular event that attracts the attention of millions. In addition to the myriad of responsibilities, the Queen has many benefits, especially when it comes to how the law is applied to her. For some crimes, anyone would be put behind bars for. She's completely exempt. Here are some of them. She can drive without a license or plates. Yeah, you and I, we need licenses and plates. She doesn't, though. What would normally get an ordinary person in any country in the world into trouble for Queen Elizabeth II is no problem at all. She can get away with it. Absolutely disgusting. Vile. I don't care how popular she is in England. I'm in America. But I was told, received independence, or God battled to win independence from England. I was told that. Doesn't mean it's actually, just because you're told something doesn't make it so. You know that. Duh. She can refuse requests under the Freedom of Information Act. This act allows anyone in the UK to request records of any public person. However, both the Queen and the royal family are exempt from this after a legal battle that took place between the Guardian newspaper and the government requesting the personal correspondence of Prince Charles and the prime ministers. Immunity from prosecution. Another of her legal advantages is that she cannot be compelled to give evidence at trial or be prosecuted. Really? Think about that. Oh, and she doesn't have any influence or power anymore. No. But she's immune from law. And plus, this is the law, which is not law. That's she's the one who sits she's right there with Pope and the Washington, D.C. and Babylon done, the banking. It's all interlocked. It's all a web of control to keep the Smurfs and the Munchkins, the blue little people, blue working class people, enslaved. And that's why I'm doing this deck. This is a declaration and invocation. I'm calling into being reality. And I'm stating that the Queen's reign is over and that the royal dynasty is illegitimate because it's against LAW, law. It's against God. Law is seek not to harm. And I don't even have a word for how wicked it is obviously against law. And it's against Mother, God. It always has been. It's over. You were never legitimate. Your time is up. You're done. You never had any time. You stole. You're thieves. And another of her legal advantages. Legal is not law. That's a code that's not law. Laws, plural, is not law. It's a law, singular. Help and don't harm, period. It's not 10. It's not commanded. You voluntarily follow it, or you suffer the consequences from mother, from God. And money is mother, mummy. It belongs to her, not man. Another of her, that's why American cash is green, of the trees and everything that grows in the green mother's garden. Another of her legal advantages, Queen Elizabeth's, is that she cannot be compelled to give evidence to trial. Can you imagine that? Completely illegitimate, always has been, at part of just this web of control that spans the globe, or the earth, mother. Don't even have to say the globe or earth, it's mother. God. What else can she do? Oh, there's a lot more here, guys. I'm sorry, but it's going to get worse. It's got a picture of her here, shooting. This is ridiculous. She could kill and not be charged guilty, y'all. Since she cannot be prosecuted, she could murder someone and not be sentenced to jail. However, for the Crown's protocols, if she were to murder someone, she would need to prove that she did it she would need to prove that she did it to defend the Crown. And there's a picture of her with I can't turn and show you this because it's on my front of my flex capacitor here on my lap. But it's a picture of her shooting a machine gun with a happily smiling soldier next to her. Soldier's a soul dyer dying for her and their false power. She doesn't pay taxes. Oh, isn't that nice? I'm going to have to, I get on the 18th, I think I have to pay for the freaking, the research grant money I got. And she don't have to pay a bit. If she wanted to, she could evade taxes, as it's not one of her duties. What is a tax? It's an attack on mother's money. The whole thing, it belongs to mother. It's like it's not man's, it's mother's. The code of the word is telling you that. And the green of the American cash. It's the goodness of the green growth of earth, the harvest. If she wanted, she could evade taxes, and it's not one of her duties as sovereign of the United Kingdom, although this doesn't mean that she does. Every year since 1992, the Queen pays her taxes dutifully. Oh, good for you, Mama Queen Bee of the business world of turning Earth into of just desecrating Mother Earth. Evil, wicked witch, ding dong, the witch is dead, done, over, no more. The whole and the royal thing it's all gone, it's over. There are no royals. There are no, the heroes are the little blue people, the working class, the munchkins and the Smurfs. Stealing children. Technically, if Elizabeth wanted to, she could take custody of any child in the UK. However, this law, technically, if Elizabeth wanted to, she could take custody of any child in the UK. However, this law is meant for children in the royal family. Established in 1717, this law states that it's false because there's only law and there's not laws. So it's saying this law, it's saying it's part of a plural laws, and there is no such thing. It's fraud on a scale that's scarcely imaginable in its magnitude in all throughout history, and I mean it's grotesque. However, this law is meant for children in the royal family. Established in 1717, this law states that the monarch has legal custody over her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. This means that if she wanted, she could take any one of the royal children from their parents without any repercussions. A lot of things that this much beloved monarch, butterfly, bandit from hell can get away with. Trespassing on private property. I can't do that, but fine, she can do whatever she wants. Queen Elizabeth II can enter any private property without notice at any time she wants, which means also she could send one of her minions into any place she wants. The only place in the entire United Kingdom that she can't ever, without permission, enter without permission is the House of Commons, the lower house of the English Parliament. That is because in the 17th century, King Charles I did so in an attempt to exact revenge on some MPs. He became the first European monarch, butterfly, to be executed by his people. Monarch, monarch. And then they have good old Ronald McDonald Reagan on a horse next to her, riding horses together, half laughing about how they're using dark sorcery to keep everyone below them. Actors on the world stage working for Voldemort. Although there is a legal loophole, same with Ronald McDonald. Same old boss, same as they're all doing neoliberalism. That's their economic policy all across the board. Every single one of them from Reagan on. That's the name of what they're doing. It's trickle-down economics, and it's F the Smurfs and the munchkins and the blue working class people, and endlessly. Just F them endlessly with, like Carlin said, with the big red, white, and blue, you know what? Union Jack's red, white, and blue, just like me. Why didn't they make the American flag green or something if we got independence, truly? And why was the empire transferred over to here after World War II? Ask yourself, are you being told anything true ever from official sources? No, you're not, because they're all fraud. And they're done, all of them. All time is up. They're going extinct. Love wave, time, truth, which is truth wave. And then that's hard. That's not Hallmark postcards or Hallmark, fluffy, feel-good, sugar-coated, sweet little lies. Although there is a legal loophole that allows the head of the British crown to commit all these illicit acts, the truth is Queen Elizabeth II has never committed them. Oh no, and we're not lying to you. We're telling you that we're a trusted source. Where's the evidence? No, of course, they don't provide any evidence. They say, on the contrary, she has been in charge of creating an almost spotless image to protect herself and the institution she represents. Who cares about image? Spotless image? You know them by their deeds. So it's over. It's over. The game is over. The jig's up. The royal dynasties are fraud, and they are at the core and the bedrock of the fraud of taking money and saying it's man's, and phony laws. There's only law singular. Don't harm, help. Namaste. Hare Krishna. I have to do one part of the Bhagavad Gita before I go. I'll leave you on that. I'm going to do my best to rest and sleep, but I gotta tell you, this is pretty exciting where we're at now, because this is legit. The power of the voice invocation calls forth. It invokes. It's real magic. It's the only magic there is. And that's what this den of vipers with the royal dynasty, and a huge part of it, has been using to control us and keep us Smurfs as their slaves. Gargamel. We're dealing with Gargamel. So this is fighting back right now on behalf of Mother. I give this to Mother to take care of. I have no say in the outcome. Oh, and this too. I'm going to do this as part of this invocation and declaration. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. So 451. Kasmat Jatemna Nameran Mahatman Gariyase Brahmana Yadi Katri Ananta Devasha Jaganivasa Tvam Aksharam Sarasatat Paramayat Hallelujah. Hare Krishna. Namaste. No, I didn't say have a nice day. I said namaste. Yeah. It means the essence, spiritual soul of me that I am honors that you are. And we're the same being in different flesh spacesuits, and we both suffer and bleed red. There's just the red race. There's just the red race. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Which old witch? The wicked witch. Which old witch? The wicked witch is dead.